My name is Lucy. I'm a comic artist and author, as you can see. It's something that I've always done. It's something that I did from childhood, and so I really like talking about it, so that's my topic of the day, of the 6 minutes. What I really love about comics is that not only has everybody here read one, but nearly everyone here has made one at some point in their life. You could examine our culture of children's illustrated books, television shows, public service announcements, and advertising, and see that the graphic narrative is something that is a pervasive cultural norm. But it goes further than that. There's what many of us think of when we think of comics, comic books, Superman, or I was looking up Australian comics. That's an Australian comic, right? I was like, I'm fine, Australian comics. Yeah, all right. But then there's stuff like this particular political cartoon from the 1800s that have been used for years to sway politics and elections. This very odd Victorian cultural commentary cartoon. This triptych from the Renaissance, which uses the ever-popular 3-panel format, and also a scrolling text ribbon. This particular comic story about a group of farmers working in ancient Egypt. And this video that won't load, which is actually a video of cave paintings that I animated talking, but whatever. So really comics are an approximation of this graphic narrative, visually depicted narrative, have a much more prevalent hold over our culture, over our species, because we are such a visual species and a storytelling species all at the same time. The doodling while on the phone trope is one of my favorite ways that that people who, for one reason or another, stop drawing at a certain age, I'm going to go back to that point in a moment, for whatever reason, continue to use this visual language to illustrate stories. But it's odd that something that all of us share like this is viewed as such a minor and frivolous thing most of the time. Here's a typical telephone pad that I stole from a very good friend of mine who is a transportation engineer. She's very sort of right-brained, very one-sided, and she claims to be very uncreative and never draws, can't draw a straight line. But look at that beautiful doodle that she did of like a bus being carried away by balloons. To me, this is like better than Garfield. I love this so much, and like she doesn't know that I stole this, by the way. So, but you know, Jim Davis isn't very popular right now, so whatever. So it's really confusing to me when I hear people say things like, I don't read comics, or comics are for children, because obviously they're wrong. And, you know, besides being rude to say that to somebody who has been making comics for a wide variety of audiences for over 10 years, you know, I can't understand why people don't look around and see the complexity of comics and their presence absolutely everywhere, how the combination of visual and linear storytelling has given us much of our culturally established entertainment. This is the same confusion that I feel when people say, I can't draw. Everyone draws in an instinctive way from childhood, but some people stop at a certain age, either because they get frustrated or don't enjoy it, they get busy with other things. But what does it mean that everyone starts out drawing and only a few people continue to do something that everyone does as a child and which our species has done since its origin? Comics have been linked to the development of reading with children with learning disabilities. They've given us such wonderful characters as Wonder Woman and Little Nemo. They continue to keep print publications alive in an age of print publication apocalypse. They also create the skeletal structure of film and television and video games through storyboarding. Thank you. And my favorite is that they embrace the silence and tranquility of reading while simultaneously filling your head with booms and splats and kapows. Comics gift the written word with color and line and bless the drawn image with a narrative. So the next time you're on the phone doodling away, like this brilliant doodle of a squid by my fiance, just know that you're performing an act that allows you to reach back to your childhood instincts and to a way that you can tell stories that transcend language. An important act that connects you through your doodle to the earliest form of humanity and also, of course, connects you with Batman. Thank you very much.